Good evening. This is Storytime with Dave. I'm Dave. I'll be your storyteller. Tonight, I'd like to read you a letter. Well, I'm sorry. It wasn't a letter, or an email, or a message, or a comment. Wait, it was all of those things. It simply said, I'd like to make millions, multi-millions of dollars. I have no education. I have no job. I have no money. I have no job experience. What can I do? I will answer that question from a slightly different perspective tonight. You want to make multi-millions of dollars. Well, we need to pick a number, so we'll actually have a goal to work towards. Now, we're going to do this backwards, right? So let's just say he meant, I want to make $5 million. Well, to make $5 million, to have $5 million, you need to create $50 million worth of value. You ask, wow, that is a huge difference. Well, it is. So think about it from this perspective. You take our favorite baseball player. Let's say our favorite baseball player makes $5 million a year. Well, he generates, because of who he is and what he does for the team, he generates ticket sales, merchandising, advertising. You follow me? Yes, that's right. So he's worth $50 million to the team, and his portion of that is, let's say, $5 million. So we've established our two price points. So now we know we need to create $50 million worth of value. How are we going to do that? Do we have 5 people that are going to spend $10 million each for our product? No. It's going to be more like 50 million people are going to spend $1. And that's how we're going to do it. So now we understand what it's going to take, the velocity, the size, the scope of what we're about to undertake. We're not talking about a tech startup. We understand the scope now. $50 million to create $5 million worth of value. Do you do what you love, or do you do what people want? So that is the question. Doing what you love. You may love something. You may love a product. Once you dig deeply into it, you've invested your time, your money, your energy, everything into it, you may find that you're the only one that loves that product. Then you're going to find yourself in a bad situation. So on the other side, you're going to do what people want. You're going to give them what they want. Basic supply and demand. You're going to find products, work through those products, do all the research, and figure out which of those products you can actually get. The whole do what you love versus do what people want. Right. That would be an entire hundreds of videos for me to put together thoughts on those two topics. I'm going to try to summarize the difference right now. Doing what you love and trying to create a supply and demand out of it, there's a lot of misguided information about that. Because on the side of you loving a product, when you dig deeply enough into it, you may find that you're the only person that really loves that product and it's not going to sell. I would suggest starting with what people want the most. Narrow those products down to the ones you can provide. Don't ignore basic supply and demand. It's the key to success. Keep in mind, the supply of people who love to act and sing and be famous greatly outweighs the demand for those people. You're likely going to have a tough time chasing the dream of being able to sell products that you love. You're going to have to go to the side of caution and sell the things that people want. So I've answered the question. Now I'll tell you who actually asked the question. I asked this question 30 years ago. So the question was asked 30 years ago by myself. And today, I can easily answer that question, understanding wants and needs and supply and demand, and what my goal is today. I didn't have a clear defined path or goal then, and I do now. And I highly suggest everyone that's attempting to resell or make money or start their own business, pick a path, set a goal, build a game plan, and stick to it. And that's how you're going to achieve some of your greatest success. I'm Dave, and this was Storytime, and I'll see you soon.